Well, hello, my friends. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good day. I just decided to go live for this episode. Mafia in the Morning, number 3, guys. Hopefully audio is good. Hopefully audio is good. Please let me know if we're having any issues right now. I do have some music playing as well, which may or may not begin right now. Again, we are still testing these out with the morning, so bear with me on that one, guys. So anyway, let's see who's in the chat this morning, my friends, and please let me know if the audio is okay. Hector V in the house. What is up, my friend? Primetime Reviews. What's up, dude? Trip Smashwell, how you doing? JC Sweet on my lunch break. Well, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for joining. Braden, what is up, my friend? Chris Suckman dropped his review for Batman. Got my tickets for Wednesday. So excited. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I hope that movie's gonna be badass. Jason, what is up, my friend? Bob Dylan, what is up, dude? All right. Audio is good, C Supernet. Thanks, man. I wasn't sure if it's too loud. Background is good to go. Not too loud, right? That's our goal. Just a nice, mellow, chill. Marco, what is up, my friend, as well? Pablo, what is up, man? How you guys doing? Yeah, it's early. It is an early day. It's early for me anyway. Maybe early for some as well. So anyways, music is awesome. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you. Thank you. CT603, what is up, my friend? Got tickets for Friday with my son. Tradition. Hell yeah. Not a bad tradition, my friend. Not a bad tradition. Dokinator, what is up, brother? How you doing, man? Morning. So, you know, as you know, in the mornings, I just kind of pick something to talk about. Doesn't matter what it is. And, you know, we talk together as well, right? You know, we'll figure things out to talk. Just, you know, a little hour or so. But, dude, so shout out to Fabio, man. Fob's Figures, man. He showed this off earlier this morning, or perhaps last night, but I saw it this morning. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of a Punisher fan, especially the Netflix Punisher. And I saw this come out. I was like, oh, okay. So again, shout out, man. Fob's Figs, dude. I was like, yo, for real? Now, the pictures are kind of hard to see here, but I'm just going to break this briefly down for you guys if you're not aware of this. So this is Present Toys, SP38. It's called the Punishman Prank. Now, you can drop a $30 pre-order on it, but I think it comes to, yeah, $190, man. So not bad. It's scheduled for the first quarter of next year, but you can tell that there's a cutoff here on the 22nd of March. So I think that's what it means. We got to get our orders in if this is something that you want before the end of March here this year. So I'm really thinking about picking this guy up. It's got 2 head sculpts, 6 hands, the Gatling gun, the assault rifle, revolver, a dagger, an exclusive base, right? So you got the bulletproof vest, the black shirt, tactical pants, boots, and a leather-like coat, which we all know, you know, it's not real leather, but so pretty dope. It says the estimated release date's the end of the year, but it'll probably teeter into maybe January, perhaps. I will go ahead and bring up some photos here. I downloaded them to try to give you a better, you know, like I said, the resolution on the images aren't the best. So I'm going to pull this up for a second and let's check some chat here really quick. Dokinator says, yeah, I'm getting this Punisher for sure to go with my Punisher War Machine. Yeah, dude, that's exactly. That's what I got as well. AJ Smith, what's up, my friend? John Bernthal is excellent. Loved him as Shane. You can't protect her, Rick. Love that shit, man. I love him, dude. He was awesome as Punisher as well. I might get this. Hector V says, yeah, dude. Anyone else driving a dump truck listening to the Mafia in the morning? Hey, what's up, FatBatman? I do not. I'm here chatting with you, my friend. Hell yeah, though. Only thing is, I'm not fond of the sculpt look to the side. It's hard to say. It is hard to say so far. We'll go ahead and look for some. Hot Toys one's going for a ridiculous price. Yes, Pablo. It is. I had a friend about 6 months ago. He's going to sell it to me super cheap. My dumbass turned him down. I should have grabbed it. He's like, well, I'm going to list it, but I wanted to give you a heads up. He was going to give it to me for 400, and then he listed it, I think, for like 6 something, and it freaking sold like right away. Right away. Absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Ashley Chase, what is up? How you doing this morning? So let's take a look at a couple of these pictures, shall we? Anyway, well, the first thing's here. This is like the grand overlay, right? And we can go, let me bring it up a little bit closer for you guys. So the base, I'm not really too concerned about. It's okay. But the fact that you've got this Gatling gun, you have the M16, you have the revolver, you have the knife and the coat. And this is almost a thing where I would almost want like 2 of these things, because as you can see from left to right, with both different head sculpts, I mean, you could potentially have 2 of these. So very, very interesting. Braden is asking, I didn't know Hot Toys made a Punisher. They did. It was the Netflix Punisher. And I'm going to actually bring that up here in a minute for a comparison. So I'll show you here in just a moment. Now, I didn't watch season 2. Is this a season 2 look or a combo of Daredevil and season 2? I think this looks more, gosh, that's a tough one. I think this look is more season 2 look. I'm really, really digging this thing though, man. I'm really digging this thing. Jason says, man, he's the Punisher, needs to be way more guns. Yeah, but it's a pretty good amount. It's a pretty good amount of accessories, all things considered. Bob Dylan says, I think many have heard in the J&D Mirror Showcase, they will announce 6-scale figures in 2023. Now Queen has leaked that they will also get in this 6-figure game with a Marvel announcement. What? Breaking news from Bob Dylan. Oh shit. Yo, Hot Toys is going to be in some trouble. They're already going to be in some trouble with J&D. As far as Warner Brothers properties go, but if Queen has Marvel, fuck, dude. All right, well, we'll talk about that, but let's look at some of these pictures. I hate this thing because you got to zoom all the way out to go to the next picture. I don't know why I can't click through this shit, dude. I have all these pictures here. That's really weird. Okay, well, whatever. Bear with me. We'll figure it out. We will figure that out. I don't know why that happened. Let's bring that photo back up again. Oh, here. There we go. There we go. Let's do this. Yeah, Braden. Yeah, so pretty crazy, right? Oh boy, rest in peace, Hot Toys. Howard better start making more figures and less tongues. Hell yeah, dude. Finally, competition. Hell yeah, dude. In my opinion, season 2 didn't hit as hard as season 1. That's fair. But it was still pretty good. I agree. I missed out on the Hot Toys one, so this is awesome. Hell yeah, dude. I totally agree with you on that one. Season 2 was pretty good, but season 1 was the shit. Competition badly needed and welcomed. Yes. I 100% agree. Competition's great for all consumers, right? We need these companies to go up against each other and, you know? Anyway, let me get back into this really quick. So, again, I can kind of zoom in a smidge on these guys, but then I got to zoom back out. But this sculpt's pretty damn good, man. Not gonna lie. So I got to zoom in, zoom out in order to flip these. Not bad. I'm not a fan of exposed joints, but there's nothing you can really do about that. You can put on a coat, right? You can put on the coat, and that's cool. Man, I don't know though, dude. Like, I almost want to get 2 of these figures. I really almost want to get 2 of these figures. Because of that final preview shot that we were looking at. It looks sick. I mean, look, I think the coat's probably shitty. Not gonna lie. You know, I don't know how well it's gonna last, but that's okay. You know, you can get a third-party trench coat, and I think that would be just fine. But dude, this is the second head sculpt. I love it. The bloody, you know, the bloody bulletproof vest, dude, is sick, dude. It's just sick. My thing is, does come with 2 head sculpts, and I wanted to take one of the head sculpts and put it on my Punisher War Machine. Hot Toys. But if I was to pick up 2 of these guys, that would work even as well, because I could, as you can see, these are the 2 differences in the sculpts. I mean, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good, bro. Like, that's Jon Bernthal in both sculpts. Okay? All right? It's better than Peacemaker. So, you know, we gotta think about that. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, maybe get 2, right? Because you can have one like this with the coat and the regular head, and then you can have the one with just the t-shirt with the other head. And the fact that they come with 2 sculpts means if you bought 2 figures, you'd still have an extra 2 head sculpts left over, and one of which I can put on the Punisher War Machine. And then, I don't know though, I wouldn't want to set them all together that way, because you'd see one with, you know, the War Machine one would have the exact same head as, you know, your second figure. You know what I'm saying? Either way you slice it, but pretty damn cool, man. Pretty damn cool. I'll bring up the other one here in just a minute, but let's get, I hit the wrong button. Let's get back to you guys here and see what everybody's talking about. Andre, what is up, my friend? Thank you for joining. The one scene I laughed at in season 1 is when he pulled the knife on the kid. I don't know why. It just reminded me of a scene from the movie Major Pain. Hell yeah, dude. Major Pain. I remember that shit. Yeah, that was funny, man. Luke Scottney 92. What is up, my friend? I doubt any other company will get the Marvel license off Hot Toys. Well, if Queen can get it, that's interesting. We'll have to see. But otherwise, I agree with you, especially like Star Wars. Competition steps up their game and also equals at price point. So when you drop $320, you're going to get something worth $320. Yeah, I agree, Jason. Competition, bro. That's what we need. I think 2 might be the magic number on this one. Yeah, I think so. Brandon Sal, what's up, man? Netflix Punisher season 1 is just undeniably incredible. Yes, I agree, Brandon. I loved that season. You could buy this and make a 6-scale Shane if you're a super Walking Dead fan like me. I was a super Walking Dead fan. I sold my entire comic run for about $8,000. I had everything from issue 1 all the way up to 150. Most of them were signed and graded, slabbed, you know? Oh man, huge collection. I was collecting since the beginning issue. But I knew it was time to go because I read all the comics, and I knew when Negan showed up in the show, that was pretty much at its peak. And the Walking Dead television show was at an all-time high, so I maximized my profit, got rid of my whole run. I don't really regret it. I do kind of miss them, but okay. Not too bad. It's probably pleather, but yeah, way too many third-party legit ones. There are. That's the whole point. So it's really okay for me. If it's kind of crap in the end, you can get another coat. I really like the present toys Al Pacino Godfather. You can tell it's lower quality than Hot Toys, but it holds up on display. I haven't seen that one, but if that's any indication, because it's from the same company, that might be interesting, man, because this guy looks good. I'm going to show a comparison for those who don't know here in just a minute. I'd get maybe 3, 1 for a kit bash. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. There are now more Marvel characters up than there was before Disney absorbed. Yeah, man. Yeah, that is true, Bob Dylan. J&D and Queen don't have the Star Wars license, correct? Not to my knowledge, man. So maybe they do, but I don't think they do. Bob Dylan, not to my knowledge as well. Yes, they stick to DC mostly for now. Diablo Fit, what is up? Hello, my friends. Sorry I'm late. No worries, brother. We were just discussing this present toys third-party Punisher, the Punish Man, Frank. Dude. So let me bring up another image for you guys here. Now, we were already looking at this, but for those who didn't know, so here is, and I'll bring it back out. This was the original Netflix Punisher from Hot Toys. Damn those prices. It's not anymore. So just to give you a brief comparison, let's bring this back up. And I'll go full screen on this one so you guys can see it a little better. It's not that much different. It's not that much different. Now, he does have the sniper rifle, but again, you can buy these third-party firearms anywhere, right? So that's not really a concern to me. He does not have the bloody bulletproof vest. He's still a cool figure, and it still is a Hot Toys. But in comparison to now, spending $190 on the aforementioned figure with 2 head sculpts, I mean, this is a tough one. And it's a decent sculpt too. I mean, it is Hot Toys, you know, but I think that other one, at the end of the day, like, sure, if I could get this figure at an actual reasonable price, I would pick them up. I do have my Daredevil. I really wanted them to be together, but I didn't get it. And again, when my friend sold it to me, I was like, no. Now the only cool thing is you got the little Daredevil mask here as well. But I have Daredevil. It's still a nice touch. Pretty much comes with exactly the same thing, just slightly different. Whereas this one comes with the DMR, you know, the other one has like an M16. So, but I mean, come on. This one is cool, but it was pretty basic at the time of release. And then we bounce back. So I'm just doing a quick flash. We're going to just drop the screen and bring the other one up so you can kind of tell. Now, these images are a little foggy, mind you. But, I mean, in comparison with the 2 sculpts, well, wrong one. With the 2 sculpts, I don't know, guys. For 190 bucks, that's what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm thinking. So, doesn't look bad at all, man. Doesn't look bad at all. See what's going on here with the chat. FatBatman's competition could be the best thing for Hot Toys. Might bring out the best or motivate them even more. Agreed. 100%. Look at So-So Toys. Does the Hot Toys have exposed joints? Yes, it does. It does. It does. Juiced was able to shake loose the Mark II DeLorean from them. So yeah, maybe this is for the best. Yeah, I mean, that was a total power play, power move on Hot Toys too, because he was going to do the DeLorean, and I don't think they wanted to lose the license. So they just dropped the 2016 prototype announcement. Be like, hey, no, we're going to make it. Here it is. And then they're going to, you know, they'll work on it. Ashley Chase, what year did this come out? The Netflix Punisher season 1 Hot Toys was 2017, if I recall. So yeah, showing a little bit of its age in comparison to this other one. I think it's crazy. This thing looks great. Is there any screaming expression head sculpts out there? John Bernthal yelling is so pure. Hell yeah, it is. That's a good one. I don't know if there is. Man. That would be kind of nice. Local Lou in the house. What's popping, people? What's up, man? Good morning, my friend. Mafia in the morning. You know it. You know it, sir. For 190 times 3 is the equivalent to 1 Hot Toy figure on secondary market. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So it's interesting, right? It's interesting that we were talking about this and these. This is now again, guys. We're gonna bring it up one more time. Okay. Again, this is third party. Okay, this is third party, and it's rocking. I mean, this thing looks phenomenal. This thing looks phenomenal. I really wish I could flip my slideshow, and I don't know why it does it, because Windows doesn't do good slideshows. I can't even go to the next damn picture, guys, which is really strange. You have to have it at like the perfect default position, and then it's not letting me go through my slides. But anyway, either way, third party, looking banging. Like, come on, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy looking, and it's a great price point. It's a great price point. 𝕄𝔸𝐽𝐽𝐽, my friend, what's going on, man? What's up, Anthony? Just dropping by to say hi before I start this from the beginning. Well, thanks, 𝕄𝔸𝐽𝐽. Enjoy, my friend. We're about 20 minutes in. I'm just basically talking about this Punisher. Is there a Bernthal head sculpt with tongue action? Probably a pass for me. If not, I don't think there is. Don't think there is. Diablo Fett, I would like to see X06 pick up more IPs. I think they could be a serious contender. Well, my friend, stay tuned on that one. Okay, stay tuned on that one. Got a lot of work coming. Got a lot of work coming. Negan Army, what's up, my friend? Don't you think this cheapens the original? I don't know. Do you? That's a good question. I think in comparison, again, we'll go back to this image. I don't know why I can't get to my other pictures, but I think this is great. I think this is great. Now, does it cheapen the original? I don't know. Depends on if and how you are as a collector. You know, if you just like the exclusive Hot Toys brand, maybe it won't, right? Because you're like, hey, no, I've got the real deal, right? The licensed product. So I don't think that should deter you in that respect if you're just getting it because of Hot Toys. Me, I don't collect just Hot Toys. I collect 6-scale figures. Now, if this, you know, Hot Toys, this is old, right? 2017, that's 5 years ago. 5/6 years ago. And that figure is like $700, $800. It's crazy. Him and Daredevil. And I have Daredevil. So, you know, for me, it's kind of like, all right, this actually is in a more affordable price range now. And I think arguably might be better. Now, I don't know the quality of the body. But for this, I wouldn't mind swapping a body because it's a cheap figure and the sculpts look great. You get 2 sculpts. So it's kind of tough, man. It's kind of tough, in my opinion. Hello, Anthony. Punisher looks good. Thank you. What's going on, Collector Chris? Jason, hit that like button when you get a chance. Show our support for Anthony to continue this type of material. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that, Jason. I really, really do, guys. Everybody here. Would you be pissed if you just dropped the going rate for this figure? No, I don't think I would. Personally. Only because I would get these 2 and then have 3 well, I don't know. I don't know if I love Punisher, but I don't know if I would get 3. But the point is maybe I would, right? Because you have the Netflix one and then you can get this and you can have a nice collection of 3 different Frank Castles. Like, it's a tough one, man. But, you know, it's an interesting point bringing this up because, as you guys know, I try to get the hard facts, man, and talk to everybody in the community. And it's interesting. I was going to actually announce or talk about this Saturday night stream, but because we're on the topic of third-party figures, I tried to get down to what's the word I'm looking for? Other opinions on the matter. And this is what I was able to find out this week.
Anthony, let me tell you, after Hot Toys put out their Peacemaker pictures, I think a lot of people were taken aback by the fact they didn't quite give us a neutral head sculpt. And probably that's because John Cena's rights are owned by the WWE and they can't do that. But I think, look, as So-So Toys steps up their game and they're focusing on characters that Hot Toys probably won't touch, I think what we're seeing is maybe a little bit of an arms race, but in a way we'll have 2 competing companies that are giving us different things, one licensed, one unlicensed. And if someone doesn't want to license these characters, which there's clearly a market for, well, that's on them. I think Hot Toys is So-So. Look, they put out announcements and then they're able to deliver within months sometimes. Sometimes it takes longer, but I certainly, other than Hot Toys, So-So was my favorite company in 2021, and they seem to be killing it, and they really understand their market because clearly the grand poobah of So-So Toys knows what everyone wants and is giving it to us. And I for one, I'm there for it all the time.
So you guys heard it first from Robert Meyer Burnett, man, on the situation of Hot Toys and third-party figures. What do you guys think about that? I mean, is this something that concerns you, or do you hold no allegiance? And if it's a great figure, regardless of who makes it, are you picking them up? So it's a very interesting. Stay tuned for further updates on that story. we're going to be talking to some other people about this, as well as other topics in our 6 scale community. So again, I think at the end of the day, if you like a figure and somebody puts out a product and you think it looks great, I say get it personally. I don't see any issue with this, especially how old the original figure is. I think this thing again looks great. For those who are just tuning in, I'll try to go through some of these photos again for you. Pictures are pretty small, so I gotta kind of zoom in for you guys, but I think he looks phenomenal. Let's take a look here at some of the chat. I missed some. My apologies. I get it. It looks cool, but I guess license don't mean anything anymore. I guess it depends, man. Like, it's a tough one. For me, it's just kind of like, yo, I would really like this figure. I missed out on it. Do I spend $800 on a figure, or do I spend $190 on a newer version from another company? So as a consumer, that's how I look at it, right? Hot Toys isn't going to put this thing out again, right? Now, if they do, cool. This can hold me over. Maybe they'll come out with another Punisher down the road or something. In which case, I don't feel like I've put out too much money, and if nothing else, and a new one comes out, I would still keep this. So it's hard. It's really difficult. It's really difficult. Local Lou, let's go. What is up, my friend? Let's bring this up a little bit for you guys. Again, you get a better picture of it. I think it looks great, man. I think personally it looks great. Jason says, if you break down the figure on the secondary to build this, 190 is a steal, even if you have to swap the body. I agree. Local Lou loves it. FatBatman. It's dumb how much I love the news breaks. It's awesome, man. I'm glad you guys like that, man. Awesome segment, and thank you, Diablo. That was really cool. AJ Smith, thank you, my friend. Local Lou says, I hold no loyalties to no company. Fair point. I guess if it doesn't bother you having fakes in your collection, then go with the fakes. Yeah, I mean, it's hard. I mean, have you seen like So-So Toys? I mean, they're putting out some great shit. They're doing things that Hot Toys won't do. You know what I'm saying? So I see both sides. I see both sides of an argument. I really do. Now, let's say, for example, let's just put it out here for a minute. Newer figure comes out. Thank you very much for the super chat. I'll get to you in just a moment, Ashley Chase. Appreciate it. If a figure comes out, like what's coming out? What's coming out pretty soon? Ahsoka. Okay. So Hot Toys Ahsoka's coming out pretty soon, right? Now, let's say if immediately or within a month or so, while she's still retail and available, a third party comes out with another Ahsoka for half the price. Well, I'm going to buy the Hot Toys version. You see what I'm saying? Because I want the Hot Toys version. I want the Hot Toys Punisher. I'm not spending $800 on it. So if they did stuff like that, that's where I'm in agreement with you. Or I'd be like, no, I don't want a knockoff version. I don't want a third party version if I can get the retail version right now. Does that make sense? So I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one for sure. I do see your point though. I 100% see your point. Hector says, no allegiance to any corporate power. If they give me a figure, I'm getting the figure no matter who makes it. Also fair point. I love third parties putting pressure on Hot Toys to produce quality. It's better for us as consumers. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing too. I feel like if you know what I'm saying? If you do that, that is still competition. Look at So-So Toys. So-So Toys is making some great shit. Hot Toys is seeing that. So they're like, damn, we may have to step up our game. You know what I'm saying? Which is good because we don't want them slacking. And I'm not saying they're slacking, but you know what I'm saying? Competition is good because then other companies or all companies are striving to be better than the competitor, right? Which as a consumer, as Braden's just stated, is better for us overall because then we get better products you know, across the board, typically. My problem with this is it already exists. I get that. I mean, did you see that third party, The Chosen one? It's pretty much a straight rip of Darkside Anakin, Hot Toys. And it's like super cheap. I don't know what your opinions or thoughts are on that matter. But that's something that's out there where, you know, people who may have wanted a version of that can pick it up hella cheap at this point. Now, of course, everything I have is Hot Toys, like 99% of it. But on the occasion, I will pick up something like this, you know, I would. The figure and the IP is what's important. If you're buying just for brand, try shoes. I kind of agree. Again, it's a preference too. I like the authenticity, personally, of Hot Toys. I know there's a whole thing about it. The package, the box, you know, the artwork. You open it up, you know what you're getting every single time. You know, with third party, you don't know what you're getting. You know. One figure can be phenomenal, the next one could be garbage. So there's definitely a gamble involved there. So I totally have a polarizing view on this, because on some hands I agree and I'd rather the originals, but on other hand, you know, I'm like, okay, if I can get this cheap and it's decent, I'll pick it up. People need to get off the name brand and truly focus on the quality of the product. Quality is the most important. If the quality is amazing, then I don't have an issue. In my opinion, if a company holds the monopoly on a license and doesn't support it, then I think they are almost begging for competition from hungry upstarts. That's a good point, Andre. Hot Toys is in a weird spot right now too, though, where I think, like, I don't think they were anticipating all the Disney bombardment. Because I miss when Hot Toys was making these, you know, older figures, Resident Evils, you know, video games, Predators, Aliens, RoboCop, Terminator, you know, like, you know, it's just Matrix, whatever. They were very diverse, and now they're very Disney, you know, which it's just a little bit of a shame. I'm enjoying the Star Wars figures that are coming out, but at the same time, I would love to see some older figures. My light turned off back there, guys. What the heck? No. So it's a tough one. It is a tough one. Negan Army says, so would be happy if they just start making all your beloved and most cherished Star Wars figures. I don't think so. Only because they would have to be better. It would really have to be better, you know? But again, if it's like, if a new Hot Toy comes out and then a new third party comes out, that's like clearly them trying to capitalize on it. Like, for perfect example is, and the whatchamacallit, the 𝐂𝐸𝐻, what was that, Toys Era? The third party Doc 𝐂𝐸𝐻. It's crazy that they never reissue these things, but they reissued the 𝐂𝐸𝐻 and the Fiend Green Goblin, third party. They did that obviously because No Way Home was coming to theaters, and they could totally capitalize on that shit. So now let's say the originals were years ago, right? And then they reissued it, but then Hot Toys is like, boom, here's a Hot Toys Green Goblin and a Hot Toys Doc 𝐂𝐸𝐻. Now they're both pretty right there. They're right there. The third parties reissued in this timeline, and here comes Hot Toys. So at this point right now, you can purchase, you know what I mean? One or the other. I'd get the Hot Toys versions. 100%. 100%. At the time, I got it because, I didn't pick them up, but I get it, I should say, is that because Hot Toys wasn't making those. So, okay, third party made it. That looks pretty cool. I'll pick it up. But if you know, again, with those being reissued now and the timing of Hot Toys version release, it's like, I'm going to get a Hot Toy, 100%. So it's, like I said, it's tricky. It's tricky on that one. CT603, he looks great. The price is right. Hot Toys has problems. Ashley Chase, again, thank you so much for the $3 super sticker. Appreciate the support. Absolutely. Every time. Thank you guys very much. Doc Smizzle in the house. What's up, fam? What's up, dude? How you doing this morning, man? We can get back to that, but I'm trying to get through chat with everybody here. Ooh, I can't do the tongue roll in the morning. See, I'm messing it up. But good morning. I love that third parties are giving us options for figures and for accessories. There are so many figures we're waiting for, so I think it's okay that other companies are doing this. That's another great point. That is another great point. Hot Toys is overwhelmed with Disney stuff. So you know, if other companies give us these options, yeah, it's a tough one, man. It is a tough one. Negan Army says this cheapens our hobby. Well, it depends. I mean, if you're getting the figures for, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know if it cheapens it exactly. I mean, I maybe it does for you, but I don't pick up a ton of third-party figures. And again, it just depends if you're exclusively collecting Hot Toys or if you just like 6-scale figures in general. It's hard. It's hard, man. Hector, hey, I thought I was on Twitch for a second. Yeah, I got some overlay stuff that I'm still working on from my old Twitch days, but yeah, man, agreed. Local loot, 6th scale third parties are not your Chinatown knockoffs like a Spider-Man colored He-Man toy we all saw growing up. That is true. They've gotten a lot better. Then there should be no value in these figures then. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I don't think there should be. Look, back in the day when Hot Toys started, or I should say started like the Star Wars IP and then got into the Marvel's IP, there wasn't anything out, you know what I mean? So they were rolling them out. Now they're like, there's so many figures and they are reissuing things. So once they started doing reissues, it was kind of like, well, is there exclusivity in Hot Toys? I mean, that's a good question and concern, you know, whereas like statues, they make a statue, that's a wrap. You know what I mean? They don't make another statue. More often than not, right? It's very unlikely. So it is weird. It is a weird way to, you know, I don't know, man. As a collector, like I wish if Hot Toys never did anything like a reissue or anything, then I would maybe feel that way. Like with comics, I mean, I collect comics. They reprint comics, but it's not the same. My original comic, my original run, that holds its value. But with toys in general, it's such a tricky situation because even Hot Toys, they degrade, man. Shit falls apart. That Terminator, man, Mario has a Terminator. The whole coat's just trash. He didn't do anything to it. So you got to consider things like that too. Over time, these figures just degrade just from being in existence in the universe. You know what I mean? So then you have this figure that was, you know, once, you know, highly sought after or a big piece in your collection, and then the thing just falls apart. So I think the value is personal preference in a way, if that makes sense. Braden says exactly right, Anthony. These third-party companies don't usually go head-to-head with Hot Toys. They make figures that Hot Toys won't make. Usually, yeah. Usually, yes. Jason says, I have the Hot Toys version, but I want others for customization and for the parts to kit bash. That's good. Fair competition is good. I think so. I really want to see what happens with J&D. And if Bob Dylan's reports are correct, Queen Studios. Dude, that would be sick. That would be sick. Nothing wrong with third party, but things like Mars Toy Joker, where it's clearly a ripoff of the DX08, then that's an issue. I agree. If it's like straight up rip, I'm not a fan of that. CT603, I approve third parties meeting demand. The license holders won't. Move it or lose it. Crap or get off the pot. I get that. I guess it's all by your personal principles. Yeah, it is, man. It's a really interesting topic, and I think that's something that we can further discuss on another like Saturday stream, because it brings in a lot of different questions about it. Quality over licensing. Yes, third party helps me expand my collection. Excuse me, since I'm a DC collector, should I stand by on the sideline while Marvel and Star Wars collectors eat good? Hell no. Yeah, I really do feel bad for DC guys. You guys are getting the shaft. Last note I'll leave on figures is Hot Toys was third party until they got the license, which is true. Compare it to artists creating phenomenal pieces but weren't known until they couldn't create anymore. True. Who is TK FOMO and why does Aries always ask you about him? That's awesome. This is a copycat. It's close. I do see your point, but it does have some additional things. It's close, but I mean, Punisher, like, that's the weird part, right? Because the outfit, didn't change much. And the fact that they're giving you 2 different head sculpts, again, it's an interesting topic to bring up. I really think it is. Chilling like a villain, trying to clean up this coffee I spilled. Oh, spill your coffee, man. I'm trying to get through chat, guys. I do appreciate it. We're all just hanging out, talking. Sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel, man. Would really appreciate it. Again, you know, this is just interesting to look at. If I was Hot Toys, I would sue this company for copyrights. Well, I don't think Hot Toys cares. I think if anybody cares, it would be Marvel. You know what I mean? Personally, but I don't know. Here's the thing, because I have 2 viewpoints on this. You know, one as a collector and then one as a company. And so, for example, you may or may not know, I do work with X06. So I create the instructional videos and the figure reveal videos, you know, the announcement pictures and animated videos. I know how it is to create a figure and sculpt and paint and tailor and, you know, all the inners that go through it. Now, if another company started like copying the figures, I would probably be a little upset in a way, right? Because it's like, yo, I know how much work goes into it. But again, also a small company. So I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard to weigh that in on something like that. Whereas this is like a 6-year-old figure. So it gives other collectors a chance to get a figure that they like. It may not be the same quality, but also not having to wait, you know, and wonder if they're ever going to bring it back out. So it's very difficult, man. It's very difficult. It's a difficult question to answer, and I think I'll have to think on it more, you know what I mean, on that, because it is difficult. Hot Toys will always be number 1 for me. I just like third parties putting that pressure on Hot Toys to stay on top of their game. True, competition's great in a respect. Like So Toys is doing some shit that Hot Toys is not doing, and they look really good. Hot Toys is an amazing company that I'm grateful for, but they always go hard on certain franchises. It used to be Predator and Terminator. If you liked other films, you would have a very sparse collection. Yeah, I know, but now it's all Disney. Yeah, it is kind of, I think so, Hector. Yeah, there's no recasted parts. So it is an interesting deal. What about custom tailors and sculptors? Should Hot sue them? I don't know. It's a tough one, man. This whole third party, and this is all China, and China makes a bunch of knockoffs of anything in the world. And like they're the number 1 knockoff, you know, like that's what they do. So I don't know. It's tough, man. I totally see what Negan's saying though. Like I would rather the official version, but then at the same time, I'm like, well, the shit falls apart on me over time. Is it really worth anything? Or if it's so far out of reach, it's ridiculous. I'm not spending $800, dude, on a Hot Toy. Personally, I just won't. That's just a bad business decision, you know, for life. It's way too expensive. If Hot Toys and third parties release the same figure at the same time, 10 times out of 10, I'm going with Hot Toy. Me too. Still like third party keeping Hot Toys on their toes. Yeah. Let's be real. Third party figures cost way more than Hot Toys in the aftermarket. So how does that cheapen the hobby? Local Lou, that's also a valid point. Look at the So Toys Gambit that just came out, the Cajun card dealer. I missed it. I had to pay some bills and I missed it, and it skyrockets because they don't reissue those things. They're low runs, and with So their quality is pretty damn good. So, and again, let's not forget at that time too, you know, Hot Toys was a third party as well before they got licensed. So now for that Gambit, that So Toys Gambit, I would get that. That's comic book Gambit. Nobody's making that. Sideshow tried, but it's not very good in my opinion. So value is only put into something for what someone is willing to pay for. It goes with anything. You guys all make valid points, man. So I would be pissed if another comic book company copied. So would you Be pissed if another comic book company copied and sold your rare comic book. Well, if it was like page for page, like art for art, then yeah, that's the trick. Yeah, because it's not real, it's not authentic. But is there a difference? I mean, is there a difference? I wonder. I really do. Something is not beautiful simply because it lasts, or whatever that Vision quote was. Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember what you were saying, Doc, from WandaVision. Yeah. J&D and Queen are about to go all Office Space printer on Hot Toys. Yeah, I hope so, man. That's what it is. Rip off. Well, it is different. I'll give you that. I will. Third party are cheaper than Hot Toys. And am I right? For the most part, yeah, of course. What a reference. Yeah, dude, they are, man. They are. I love Office Space, man. Quality film still holds up. 100%, man. I love that. Hey, Peter, check out Channel 9. Love that shit. I love Office Space. Saw it in the theater. Case in point, I just scored a Berserker and Falconer Predator on eBay for very cheap with all degrading pleather. Easy fixes, and I got them both for less than the price of a new Hot Toy. All right. That's not bad, man. If you fix them up, 100%. Oh, yeah. Oh, Big Dog Pound. What is up, my friend? I don't own this figure. I just think it's a fake. Well, there's multiples, too. Keep in mind, there was another Punisher. In fact, I don't have it, but I do have a John Bernthal custom head sculpt. That's third party. I wanted it for my Punisher War Machine. Any third-party Electras with Netflix? Look, yeah, there is, ladies, man. There is a, she sold out. It was a So-So Toys. I can probably try to pull it up here in a minute. Hector says, but it's not a direct recast of the Hot Toys Punisher. Interesting. That is true. That is true. So on the verge of getting a license for sure. Guys, I'm trying to catch up with chat. I'm sorry. It's early and we're having a good discussion though. I'm getting to everybody here because this is a good topic. Let's see. I need a third-party Power Girl. They are all out of stock. Yeah, that's bad. Well, then they can go into the secondary market if they really want it. Yeah, they can. But for me, I'm not going to do it. Personally, I'm not going to spend. But with her, yeah, exactly. I mean, I agree. But I'm not going to drop the money on that shit. Damn. Like, I'm not going to drop $700-800 on a figure. Again, because I have done that and it's not fun. It's not fun. I sold my Gambit for $375. Damn, I need a Gambit. I missed it. I missed it. The Steel 2.0, that was Colossus. For those who don't know, was $200. It was. Now it's $600, $700. This is true. This is true, man. Yeah, dude. Crazy, dude. Sideshow, Asmus, Hot Toys, Jazz Inc., Queen all started out unlicensed. I don't think of it as right versus wrong, but pro versus minor league. Once a company has followed a following big enough that they can charge what it would take to make a licensed figure, they go for it. It's a good point, Bob Dylan. They were all unlicensed, man. They were all unlicensed in the beginning. So H Green, what's up, dude? How you doing this morning, man? What's up, brother? How are you? I'm going to miss So-So when they get licensed and their price goes up $100. Dude, I know, man. I agree. I don't think So-So will get licensed. And the reason I say that, and let's go back to this while we're here for those who are just tuning in. The reason I don't think they'll get licensed, for example, the Kingpin coming out. There's no way you would get a licensed Kingpin that was like that and soaked in blood, right? There's certain things they won't do. And it's not because, again, it's not Hot Toys. We're talking about So-So toys. But if they become licensed, then Marvel, Warner Brothers, whomever, they're not going to let you do certain things, right? Through guidelines. Look at the Peacemaker. I called that shit. The gun's not removable. As far as I still know, that gun is not removable from the Peacemaker. Yeah, a little bit of a segue there, but I mean, if you know what I'm saying, third party makes that shit, he's gonna have a Desert Eagle in hand. So it's crazy, man. It's almost like third parties are like becoming grails. It's weird, man. It's weird. I'm not used to that yet. Again, as Local Lou had mentioned, that Colossus tripled in price. Gambit's going up there. The Green Menace, which is the animated or the comic book version Green Goblin, I missed that too. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate. So I'm gonna get back into full screen here. Sorry guys, and let's get back to some of the chat. Let's see. Did I miss stuff? Here we go. Yeah, I'm going. Yes, so that's right. Negan Army says it's all on how bad you want the figure. Kind of, but I got really disappointed in the fact that, like, I would look at older figures. Perfect example. I'm not picking up Terminators. I love Terminators. Or I love Terminator. Love the movie. Those figures are shit. They're old. They don't look nearly as good now as what Hot Toys is putting out. And they're falling apart. I don't trust buying a used figure from a seller on eBay, Mercari, wherever, OfferUp, etc., wherever, whomever. I don't trust buying a 6, 7, 8, 10-year-old figure from somebody who says, oh yeah, great shape, and then I get it and the whole thing's falling apart because they degrade. There's known issues. So for me, I'm like, nah, dude, I ain't dropping those bills on a Terminator. Reissue that shit. Do something, Hot Toys. And if Hot Toys doesn't, and then a third party comes out and it looks phenomenal, I would pick it up. I would pick it up. Straight up, dude. I don't mind paying big bucks for secondary for grails. Bought 66 Batman and Robin, both sealed for a crazy $1,200 total. Did I overpay? Yes, but I don't mind. Yeah, on some things I'm with you. I do too. Some of my Star Wars stuff I had to back buy, some of it, and I paid over retail. Third parties are the new grails. Hey, there you go. Limited production and distribution, very hard to find once they sell out. Very true. I think I saw P-Rock up in here. Yo, what's up, P-Rock? Morning, my friend. How are you doing? Maz also opened the house. What's going on, Maz? Peacemaker comes with a trigger hand. Gun will be removable. Well, you're just speculating, bro. I mean, real deal. We don't know for fact. Just like I'm speculating. I've heard the gun's not removable. People said at Secret Base the gun is not removable. So that's what I heard. But I don't know. You know, they're saying they were at Secret Base, the gun cannot get out of the holster. Is that fact or fiction? Just kind of like right here. Comes with a trigger hand. Kind of. But I don't know. We're going to find out. We don't know. No. I'm guessing it doesn't, but we'll see. So should I be able to copy any licensed product and not get sued? Well, yeah, if you lived in China, absolutely. I mean, I'm just saying, like, think about it all the time. There's knockoff, like, but there's a difference though, because there's like counterfeit. Okay. There's a difference between counterfeit and knockoff, right? Perfect example. Factories in China are making counterfeit, like Louis Vuitton purses. They're making counterfeit Nikes. So they ship them out, and you're out there and you're like, ooh, look at this, look at these Jordans, and you drop like $300 on them, and they're literally counterfeit. They're made to look identical to the licensed product, and they're garbage. And they do that, and they're made with pennies on the dollar, and they rip you off. That's counterfeit. This particular situation, I don't believe is counterfeit. Is it a knockoff? Sure, but it's different, and they know it's different, and they're advertising it as such. They're not trying to sell you this branded. They're not saying this is a Hot Toys Punisher, right? It's not. There's no deception. It's just an alternative. Does that make sense? That's just my opinion. But that's kind of how I feel about it. Jason Kugler says, I gotta just ask, is 6-scale collecting limited to just Hot Toys? Not for me. So damn toys, so 𝕄𝔸𝐿𝐵 don't make great products. Not going to lie, Hot Toys took a few L's already. 22, where these others are killing it. Yeah, I agree, man. 𝕄𝔸𝐵 is badass too, and they're not unlicensed. Have you watched all the boys TV show? Would love more figures from them. I have not. I've not seen it yet. I've not seen it. I have not seen it. I need my Invincible figures soaked in blood. Yeah. Yep. Imagine if the tongue wasn't removable. Yeah, it'd be even worse, I think. Let's try to get through here. Local Lou says 6-Scale Mafia, let's be real. It's the purists and loyalists versus the collectors who want what they want in their collection. It's just preference, I think. I think it's preference. Ma says his Terminators are fine. I don't know. Mario's is falling apart. I saw that. Granted, yours is probably fine, but there's still a gamble. How many times, dude? Perfect example. Who did I talk to last night? Local Lou. Local Lou. Remember? Last night. I was like, oh, look, here's my Star-Lord. You know what the first thing he said to me was? How's the coat holding up? And I was like, oh, it's shit. But that was his first question. How's the coat holding up? Known issues. So the bottom of my trench coat on Star-Lord has like ripped. His bag has like disintegrated. Now, I don't know why. I have no clue why. But now imagine that. You buy this thing, you hold on to this thing, and it falls apart on you, and you're like, dude, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Terminator brand has been damaged by all the bad movies. Yeah, but I'd still get the originals. It's a very valid reason. Yeah, my Terminator 2s are perfectly fine, and I got both in the secondary market for a reasonable price. Badass. I'm happy for you guys, Negan and Maz. I'm worried because I don't want to buy something for a lot of money that falls apart or that has a chance to fall apart. Marco, I really want some Gears of War or Halo. Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope. You have to have patience when looking for figures. That I'll agree with 100%. All my figures that I've purchased that were secondary market, patience. I got deals. I waited. There's no, do not go buy that pseudo retail asking price on eBay's, you know, what I mean by retail, the fake, you know, they're like, hey, well, you know what, this figure's worth $1,000, so eBay's at $1,000. Don't just buy that shit. You'll find stuff cheaper. Every figure that I've bought secondary market, I got cheaper. Yes, they were more than retail. They were the cheapest, in my opinion, over retail. You know what I'm saying? There was a way better deal. Way better deal. I keep trying to drink my coffee. Give it. It's interesting. See, this is what happens. The Mafia in the morning, right? We talk about Punisher. Now we're in this whole conversation with the community, and this is important. This is good to have these conversations. So I appreciate everybody tuning in and talking about this. On the shitter listening. Payback, hell yeah. Uncommon Flex, what's up, brother? How you doing? They're supposed to say that he has a trigger hand. Well, we'll see. We'll see, man. My T1 Tech Noir Terminator's ankle disintegrated because of the cheap plastic Hot Toys used. Yeah, it happened. 𝕊𝔼𝐽𝐽, what's up, my friend? Hey, Anthony, how does someone become a channel member? I only see a link to Patreon on the description. Just making sure I'm looking in the right place. Well, first of all, thank you for considering that, man. If you go to... Are you on your phone? Or are you on the computer? Because right underneath the video on a computer, it says join. Right under the like and dislike button, there's a join button. If anybody knows in the chat how it works on the telephone or tablet or mobile device, please let me know for 𝕊𝔼𝐽𝐽, because that's awesome, dude. I appreciate that. There is a way. Locally at Secret Base, they said originally it does, and then later retracted the statement, and that's why there's confusion. Yeah, there's confusion. So this isn't a counterfeit. Yeah, but it's definitely different. And I am trying to this is why it's good to have this discussion, because civil discourse is important, and not in just a collecting community, but I think we as a society, I think the world's gone fucking mad, in my opinion, where this side says they're right, this side says they're right, and both, it's insanity. So for us to be able to sit down, like, I 100% respect Negan's opinions on this matter, and I'm trying to understand them better, because through civil discourse and healthy discussion, you may enlighten me on things that I didn't know of, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's very important that we all are able to communicate with one another in anything. But I mean, we're kind of narrowed down. We're very esoteric right now. We're in a hot toys / 6 scale / collecting community, but the principle remains the same. I think everybody should be able to communicate with one another and respect each other. So I appreciate this, guys. Dan and Dre versus P-Rock versus Lou versus KG and Riley. Tag team pose off triple threat match for the tag team posing world titles. Let's go. Love it. Hell yeah. Shoe market is whack. Yes. Bob Dylan. Unlicensed original design So-So Toys Era is not the same as recast knockoff. Present Redman. Maybe legally they are the same, but not in the spirit of artistic originality. Yes. That is a good point. When they do an actual like cast ripoff or something, yes, because there are some original stuff. Obviously, look at the Brandon Routh Superman, Kingdom Come Superman, freaking sweet looking, dude. And they have no frame of reference to copy, so this is an original piece that happens to be third party and unlicensed, but it's an original piece. So I appreciate the art that went into it. Right? There's differences. Ladies man is your username from Transformers. Brother Cousins in the house. Jay, dude, my man. How long ago was this chat? I'm catching up, bro. It's early. We're having discussions. I'm getting to everybody. What's up, bro? Love the new show. I got it on the background as I work. Thank you, my friend. Go check out Brother Cousins toy review. His link is in the description below, as well as all my friends here in the community. Man, I hope you're having a great day, Jay. I hope you're having a great day. Let's see. Negan Army. No, it's not counterfeit since it's not a direct ripoff of the Hot Toys figure. That's where you are getting confused. Everything from third party is original, not licensed. Mostly, yeah. I agree. Oh my god, bro, you gotta watch The Boys. You'll love it. Twice as raunchy as Peacemaker. I still haven't watched Peacemaker. Haven't watched Peacemaker. First time watching your stream, King Dingaling. I like your name, man. Enjoy seeing you compete on Pose Wars. Thanks, dude. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, this is kind of the morning show where we just talk and I shoot the shit, man, with you guys. And I picked the topic and whoa, it's me. It's me again. Yeah, I was trying to see. This is where the join button is. Here, I picked a topic and it was the Punisher, the new Punish Man, Frank. So who knows? In the mornings, we just talk about whatever. We hang out. We talk as a community. Saturday's the big streams. Spotlight hours are my one-on-one interviews with content creators. Thank you for tuning in, man. It's fun. It's fun, man. And I like talking about a lot of these hard-hitting things too, man, because it's not all about like, oh, you must get this figure, you must get that figure. Please click my promo link in the description or get your discount code. I'm not into any of that shit. We're collectors, man. And I think there's valid topics to discuss that collectors need to know about. And I don't know everything. I don't know shit. I'm a collector just like you guys, but certain things I think need to be discussed because we can get in trouble in this hobby, man. We can get in trouble, man. Buying too much, getting in debt, overspending, chasing figures that aren't really worth it, et cetera, et cetera. So Space Pimp in the building. Yeah, let's not make it an us versus them thing. That's toxic and breeds toxicity. 100% Doc. I don't want any toxic bullshit here. You know me, man. Swift iron fist, bro. Want to keep everything cool and chill. I love everybody. I value everybody's opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. Everybody just keep it civil. That's the most important. First and foremost, we're from all over the world, and there's one thing we all have in common. There's a one constant thing that is in common with all of us is that we are collectors. And that's enough right there. That should be enough right there for all of us to come together and have discussions. Some Locust 6-scale figures. Yeah, bro. Yeah, some Gears of War shit would be cool. Brother Cousin says my Terminators are in perfect condition. That's badass, bro. I'm glad it is, man. I know Mario's is not. So it's unfortunate. Faking sneakers nowadays are insanely close to the original. The fakers keep stepping up their game. Yeah, it's really hard to tell on some of these things. What's up, father cousins? Hope you've been getting a quality sleep. I hope so too, Jay. Congratulations again on becoming a father. Yeah, the topic of quality over licensing. Yes. At this rate, Anthony is going to have a rough time catching up to the chat. I'm working on it, brother. I'm working on it. I am working on it. What's good, bro? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing great, man. I'll call you later. But I'm doing great, man. It's a good time. Uncommon Flex, my man. My Hot Toys Justice League Wonder Woman had straps that fell apart. Museum pose in a DTOF in temp regulated room. What gives? Yeah, man, it's messed up, dude. I glued her straps back last month. They charge a ton for these, but cut corners on supplies. Look at that comment, Lou and P-Rock. Let's get that matchup done. Hell yeah. Andre says I have 3 Terminator 1 police shootout Terminators. 2 of the jackets are perfect, and 1 has pleather flaking off all around the arms. I can only think it was how it had been handled and posed before I owned it. Very true. Negan Armor says, I'm just concerned about the integrity of the hobby. Integrity is important, and I will agree with you on that. Whether it's the hobby or whether it's content creating, I always bring up integrity. You can ask Brother Cousins, who's in the chat, Jason, who's in the chat, Local Lou, P-Rock. These guys all know. I say it time and time again. I'm like, integrity seems to be a word that people have forgotten. As far as content, when I was saying that within the content creating realm, so it kind of a stepping out of the collecting realm, integrity is very important. I try to be very transparent. Who I am on camera is the same dude I am off camera. I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I'm not trying to bamboozle you. I'm not trying to get you into some FOMO. I'm not trying to use an audience to benefit, right? That to me is where integrity lies. In this world anyway, in the content creating world. But I agree with you. Integrity is something that's been kind of forgotten about in a lot of ways. I hope that doesn't have an effect necessarily on the hobby, because again, as it would seem, with 6 scale figures, it's not exclusively Hot Toys, right? So if other companies can do things that you normally wouldn't be able to get from a Hot Toys version, does that make sense? I'm kind of stumbling on it, but I'm trying to think about my words there. Case in point, I just got a New Hope Hot Toys Luke, which he did. That figure sold new for like $230 in secondary market is like $5. I didn't pay that, but the figure is dated, and if a newer version came out, I'd get it no matter the manufacturer. Fair point. Doc Smizzle, chat engagements are the best streams. Dude, you know me, Doc. You know me, Doc. The solos are great because we can really interact with each other. And when I do my Saturday streams, I have a panel, so I obviously can't, do what I'm doing right now with every chat because I have a panel to consider. They would just be sitting there in silence. So this is another reason why I love these mornings, because we can all just chat as a community, talk about a topic, things of that nature. Thoughts go out to the people in Brisbane dealing with the flooding at the moment. Oh shoot, man. I hope everything's okay over there. Hey Anthony, I'm on my phone. Guys, there should be, am I that far behind on chat? Jeez. Maybe I am. Okay guys, how do you become a channel member on my phone? Which, by the way, if you guys don't know, channel members are new. Yeah, they're new. I'm trying to look on my phone. I don't think I could see it unless we're gonna interrupt this broadcast to here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sign in on a different account, and I'm gonna go to my channel right here. So interesting. I don't see it. There should be a way to do this, guys, right? Do you have to go to my... I don't know. I don't see a join thing. I'm signed in as a different account on YouTube. And I don't see how to join, like, dislike, live chat, share, report, save. Guys, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't know. Dude, get on Peacemaker. You won't regret it. Yeah, I'll watch it at some point, but I don't think I'm gonna pick up that figure though. We'll see. Grabbing a sweet espresso while I tune in. Don't mind if I do. Hey, bud. We'll see. How the hell did you become a channel member? Guess I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't show up on the phone. I'd like to see Soso take on Star Wars and deliver a Cara Dune. That would be sick. But I think Disney would slam on them quick if they tried messing with Star Wars. Personally. So if a third party came out with a DeLorean and added the lightning pole and named it something different, would everyone be cool with that? Good question. I probably would not buy it personally. Because you're right. Here's the thing. There is a standard. There's a precedence that has been set by Hot Toys. In my opinion, I got into Hot Toys for their likeness of their sculpts. Their sculpting has gotten better and better year after year, especially their sculpted hair. They're getting so damn good at their craft. Now, of course, the vehicle is a vehicle. There's not a face. But the point is, Hot Toys has this standard. Bar none, the Hot Toys Punisher is better than this Punish Man Frank. Hands down. Hot Toys is the best of the best currently, in my opinion. But for a nice alternative, this is a great option. I still think Hot Toys reigns supreme when it comes to that. So, I don't know about Cara Dune. For me, she has a very specific body type. The figure can probably fail if they make her too thin or too round. Yeah, I know, right? Exactly on that one. Mafia. And triple snitch. Hell yeah, dude. What is up? That is awesome. Ayo dog, where's Marty? I know, man. This is awesome. Particularly farm members. I don't know. I ended up selling her. Couldn't deal with the hair anymore. All right, I gotta go to sleep. Otherwise, we're gonna be rough tomorrow. Good night, family. Love you all. All right, Braden. Thank you for tuning in, brother. You get some rest, man. If you're tired, be quiet and go to sleep. Hell yeah. Mario in the house. What's up, man? I was just talking about you. Mario. Do all comic book stores sell Hot Toys? No. Unfortunately, they do not. It just depends on their customer base. Some do, but I know a lot don't. For example, I pretty much ran a comic book store for 10 years-ish. We never had Hot Toys. We'd pick up like Bowen statues. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. Had a real nice Dr. Doom statue that I got from work. We would have statues, comic bookish statues, stuff like that, but we never carried Hot Toys. Almost gotten through all the chat, guys. Andre says join button should be next to the subscribe button. Well, I hope so, because I didn't see it. I did it through the YouTube app. Saw a join button there on your page. Awesome. Well, hopefully you can find that, Kanoe. That would be badass. I appreciate the support. I really do, guys. It's really helping me bring out more content to everybody. So do appreciate the support. 100%, man. Believe me when I say that. The memberships, the super chats, dude, they're tremendous help. I appreciate them so much. Goes into all the financing of all the stuff I use to create content, man. So I very much appreciate it, guys. Valiant Archer, good morning, folks. How you doing, man? I hope you're having a great day. Miles Dyson in the house. What is up? They should have made the Thomas Jane Punisher. Offer something not available. That's a good point, man. I would take a Thomas Jane. I would take one. I may need some more coffee. Yo, P-Rock, I'm with you, bro. This cup is almost dry. Negan Army. So, if a third party copied Darkseid Anakin and included the base, but named him Darkseid Weiner, would you buy it and it looked identical? Well, here's the thing. The 2 things. 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 2 things Let's see if I can bring this shit up right now. Right now. So, bear with me, guys. Let's bring this up. I'm gonna go full screen on this bitch. This was just announced last month. The Chosen One. Now, this to me is like a complete recast. Now, it has rooted hair, but this is a dark side Anakin. Doesn't have a base. Doesn't have a base. Can I look through some of the pictures? I mean, I think it's pretty much the same cast. Bob Dylan, Doc Smizzle, maybe you guys know in the comments or in the chat, is this a rip-off? And I'm not saying that as a matter of opinion. I'm saying that as a matter of fact. Is this, did they completely rip the cast? Because I'm not sure. But anyway, this is pretty damn I feel like this is a straight rip, in my opinion. So, I don't know, guys. Doesn't have a base, but it's an interesting point. That is a dark side Anakin. A little different, but it's a dark side Anakin, and it's third party, and it's a knockoff. I would prefer the original. I don't hold it against anybody if they want to buy this because they want an Anakin represented in their collection, even though it's not a Hot Toys brand. I'm personally not going to get it. I would much rather the original Hot Toys version. But the problem with third-party vehicles is that R&D will be too pricey and will be a hard sell to look at Jazz Inc. That's why they do limited runs at premium. True. Talking about me, hope I didn't do anything wrong. Morning, brother. Well, good morning, Mario. No, I was talking about your Terminator and how going after older figures, there's a chance that the quality is not up to standard now. Like, case in point, your Terminator was flaking, and I didn't want to go back and spend money on something and overpriced after secondary market price for a figure that would fall apart on me. Totally agree. Present toys are guilty of copying figures, unlike bringing something new. Yeah, it's true. On Android, the join button is right next to the subscribe button. Thank you, Brandon, because I don't know. I'm not seeing it, which is really strange. I don't know how many times the man can answer the same question. Well, we're just having a debate or discussion, you know, healthy, friendly, respectful. Canoe says, I only see that I'm subscribed and bell notification, no join button. I'll look into it and hopefully figure it out. Dude, I don't see it either. I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't know. Try to open it in desktop form, and you know what I mean, through your phone. Go to the website, and maybe in desktop you can do it. I see it on the desktop, and I see the join button, so that's so weird. I'm not sure. I don't have the join button on my app either, but I'm on iPhone. I'm also on iPhone. I don't see the join button. I don't understand, guys. So how is that different to the Punisher? Well, I think the Punisher's different because there's two head sculpts, different outfit, different accessories. In my opinion, that's enough to make it different. In my opinion, this shit, there ain't nothing different. You know, I think this is a straight, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't have a base, but the only difference is they rooted the hair. So it's different. Bob Dylan says it's totally a recast with rooted hair. That's what I thought. I think everything was lifted. Yeah, I think so too on this particular figure. I do. Weird. I don't think third parties should touch Star Wars, Marvel, Star Trek, Lord of the Rings, as they are very well catered for. But who would make my De Niro and Pacino from Heat without present toys? True. Doc and Bob have spoken. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a recast. That's a clear bootleg. 100%. New sculpt versus recast of other people's work is the issue. Yeah. This is true. This is true. Heck yeah, there is no stream we cannot heckle. Well, I appreciate you guys because I know you guys know. So this turned into an interesting conversation. Because here where we're talking about this figure, because I thought it looked interesting, and now we are on a very insightful discussion and topic. Aries saying he always says really rings true here today, which is what? Is it possible? You have to wonder, stay thirsty. Which saying are you referring to specifically? Not only is Anakin the president, but he's also a member of the for Jedi. Dude, I say that shit all the time. Not like that, but I'm like, not only am I a member of a president, but I'm also a client. How about catchphrase of the decade, bro? That was the Hair Club for Men infomercial. I remember that shit. It's hilarious. And I say yes. Hell yeah. Hair Club for Men. Yes. I don't know, man. Look, at the end of the day, if Hot Toys would bring this thing out, here's the thing. Because I'm not just Hot Toys, guys. Many of the truths we cling onto depend greatly from our own point of view. Yeah, man. Truth nowadays, or I guess since the beginning of time, truth is subjective sometimes, right? What's your truth, you know, versus my truth? I think truth is separate from fact, though, right? That makes sense. I don't know. It gets kind of philosophical when you think about stuff like that, because again, if this Punisher got reissued by Hot Toys, or let's say they did a 2.0, I would pick it up. I don't see this particular figure here causing any danger to Hot Toys, right? Because Hot Toys isn't making this figure anymore. It's years ago. So I don't think they're not stealing customers, right? I think there's a difference there. They're not stealing customers. Again, like I said, if there was an Ahsoka that just came out, a Hot Toys Ahsoka comes out, and then a third party drops a different Ahsoka, it's direct competition at present time. They would be stealing customers, or they would be trying to. That's their attempt. They're capitalizing on another company's success, and they maybe can fool other people into purchasing their figure who don't know the difference. One, two, just getting people who are a little more frugal with their spending. Oh, well, I'll buy the cheaper third-party version and save some money. It looks pretty close. You know what I'm saying? That's a direct assault on another company, in my opinion, in that respect. But also, I don't have the loyalty there, right? Because I am also X06. So obviously, clearly, all my Star Trek stuff, that's a big thing to me. We are our own company, licensed. But so I am not exclusively a Hot Toys collector either. I enjoy 6-scale figures. So it's tough. Do I always, right here's a perfect example on my desk, and I need not reach far to show you. Here we go. My So-So Toys Spider-Man Noir is technically called the Dark Spider. Great figure. His hands are off at the moment, but so I was messing around with him. Great figure. Hot Toys did not make this figure. I had to pick it up. It's awesome. I don't know what that makes me, but I feel like it makes me a collector of figures. And that's about as far as I go into that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Don't know, guys. Just my opinion on the matter. Like Marvel with the Punisher licensed. Yeah. But again, they don't make it anymore. So I feel like they're not taking away from it, if that makes sense. Here's another point. If X06 releases a Captain Kirk from the original series, would it be fake since QMX released one already? No, actually, because some QMX departed and are now X06, and we're making all new things, and we're officially licensed. So there's a difference. And no, Anthony, I'm not trying to fish any info. I know. Clever move. This is a question out of a politician's mouth right there. You try to load that question on me, bro. But I ain't budging. Just stay tuned, guys. In April, Star Trek convention in Chicago, we're going to be doing a presentation, have some more reveals. So stay tuned on that. All right, guys, we're an hour and a half in, man. This was a great conversation. Totally turned into something something awesome to talk about. So I just scored the 𝐂𝐸𝐿 Picard that I almost missed out on. Dude, awesome, man. Great figure. And I know a lot of you guys want me to talk Trek. So damn, dude, if I can come up with a good idea for a show and we're gonna just talk Star Trek, I am 100% down to do that. The problem is I'm not going to be showcasing any products because that harkens back to what we just talked about earlier. There is integrity. Everybody who knows me knows I make the instructional videos. Okay. It would be a conflict of interest if I was to do reviews of 𝐂𝐸𝐿 figures or talk about them. I don't want to be sitting here speaking to you guys or an audience and saying, look how amazing this head sculpt is. Look at the details and the fabric and the stitching and how incredible they are. People would be like, you know what I'm saying? You work for the company. Like I would be no different than a sideshow unboxing, right? Those guys are a commercial. So that's not something, that's why you don't see me do reviews on our figures. It's integrity, man. Conflict of interest. And I'm not full of shit, and I don't want to be viewed as someone who's full of shit. There's already other channels out there. You guys can go tune in for that. So for me, no, not going to do it. Great debate all. Thank you, Negan. I have enjoyed discussing this with you guys. I really enjoyed hearing all the thoughts from everyone. Great stream. Thank you, Andre. Current Trek is hard to discuss with any depth. That's because current Trek doesn't have any depth. Yes, I said it. Dude, I tune in for a show just on Trek, figures, show, whatever. All right, man, we're gonna do it. Warp Speed 6 brought to you by 6-Scale Mafia. Damn it, Bob. I'm not paying royalties for that name. That's a good name. So I might use that. That's not a bad idea, bro. We can talk old school Playmates line. Yeah, and new school Playmates line. They just put them out. Not very good looking, but again, whatever. Correct answer, Anthony. Oh yeah, what's up, JB? Yeah, dude. I think it would be dope. So anyway, guys, yeah, hour and a half. I try to consider this because there's people who are gonna tune in on the replay. I don't want to go too long. And again, I've been trying to do these morning shows on the weekdays. That's another question. Should I do this 5 days a week? Because I just said weekdays, weekday mornings. Do we need to do an episode Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Is that too much? Are people going to get sick of looking at me or hearing my voice? Is there even enough things to talk about for 5 days a week for about an hour and a half in the morning? You guys let me know. Jeez, I gotta wake up more. If that's something I should do, or should I just do them every, few days a week, or you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to burn myself out either. So maybe like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday, Thursday, or something. Again, if there's nothing to talk about, there's nothing to talk about. So I don't want to really do that. You know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. Later, everyone, and don't forget, stay loco. Don't go cuckoo or Cocoa Puffs. You damn right, man. Later, guys. Thanks again. Great stream, brother. Thank you, CT603 and Donkinator. 3, don't burn out. Don't change a thing. 2 to 3. If you've got something to say, go for it. Agreed. Before we part, because it's so cool, and I did put a lot of work into these, and those who have not seen it, let's hit some breaking news with Robert Meyer Burnett.
Anthony, let me tell you, after Hot Toys put out their Peacemaker pictures, I think a lot of people were taken aback by the fact they didn't quite give us a neutral head sculpt. And probably that's because John Cena's rights are owned by the WWE and they can't do that. But I think, look, as So-So Toys steps up their game and they're focusing on characters that Hot Toys probably won't touch, I think what we're seeing is maybe a little bit of an arms race, but in a way we'll have two competing companies that are giving us different things, one licensed, one unlicensed. And if someone doesn't want to license these characters, which there's clearly a market for, well, that's on them. I think Hot Toys is So-So. Look, they put out announcements and then they're able to deliver within months sometimes. Sometimes it takes longer, but I certainly, other than Hot Toys, So-So was my favorite company in 2021, and they seem to be killing it, and they really understand their market because clearly the grand poobah of So-So Toys knows what everyone wants and is giving it to us. And I for one, I'm there for it all the time.
And you've heard it here first, man, on 6 Scale Mafia. So absolutely, man, makes a valid point. Makes a valid point. Take care, Anthony. I'm eventually going to figure out how to join. I am sorry, I don't understand why it's not showing up, brother. Rob is the wolf blitzer of the Figure News Network. Hell yeah. Love it. Shout out to Robert Meyer Burnett. Absolutely. How did you get to talk to Robert Meyer Burnett? Well, I just called the man. I have friends everywhere. Robert Barnett's a good friend of mine, so I had to have him come on and chime in. Like the man said, give different things, not similar. Agreed. I do agree. That was awesome. Thank you, my friend. So stay tuned. Obviously, I'm gonna have more of those segments on my Saturday stream, but I figured, you know what the hell? It's the morning. You guys are here early with me. I'll give you a little bit of a preview on things to come, man. So definitely some more. Tune in. Last week I had one with Aries. This Saturday we're actually going to drop 3 during the stream on Saturday night. And it's fun. It's a lot of work to edit, but it's fun. I put in little, I don't know if you guys read the breaking news. I type in some silly stuff. It's fun. It's all fun. Love the skits. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, JB. RMB is the man. Yes, sir. We are actually, that's the other thing, but his schedule is so busy. Now he's full-time with John Campia again, so it's very hard. That's why you don't see him much on my channel, actually, at all, but he is going to be on when schedule permits. But we're actually in talks. We've been in talks about it where I want him to come on and talk Trek with me, because we're both huge Trekkies. So maybe that's something you guys would be also interested in. It may not be all the time, but I will have him on as a guest during Trek-related show, whatever that show may be. We'll be figuring it out in the coming days. So we'll see, guys. Oh, absolutely. Spotlight Hour with RMB. Yeah, he's already agreed to it. He's already agreed to it. I told him, I said, hey, I need you on. We're going to sit down. Let me know when you're, have time because it's pre-recorded. So I'll work on your schedule. And he was like, hell yeah, brother. Let's do it. So look forward to that one as well. Coming in the future, man. J Toys, what is up, my friend? Mafia, love your show as always. Which store are you getting Ecto-1 Afterlife? Bro, I don't know. I don't know because freaking Hot Toys isn't, or Hot Toys, Jesus Christ. Sideshow doesn't have it up yet. Here's the thing, because it's pricey, I might get it from Josh, Comic Concepts. We were actually talking about it. He actually messaged me the other day. We were just shooting the shit about it. And I was like, yo, because he's like, I heard you on your stream, man. You really want this Ecto-1? I'm like, I do. So maybe I'm going to go through Josh on that one, Comic Concepts, because he's a great guy. And it's a big purchase. See, like with Hot Toys, I mean, honestly, 9 out of 10 times I just get them from Sideshow. But for that, I may go through him. I'm also going to be picking up this Prime 1 Final Fantasy VI Terra statue with the Magitech armor, with the airship base. If I'm speaking a foreign language to you, I'm sorry. That's like one of my favorite video games when I was a kid. And I'm getting that through him too, because it's freaking huge and it's going to be expensive. And dude, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yes, Warp Speed 6. Hell yeah, dude. Dante, dude, what is up, brother? Dante, Man Collectibles, my dude. Good morning, man. I'm surprised you're in, man. Are you working? Thank you for stopping in, man. We're just shooting the shit, man. Fantastic. Hello, everyone. Just making a quick stop. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. You guys know Dante. If you don't know Dante, link in the description below. Manaha Collectibles. Check him out, man. My brother from another mother. Dude, hell yeah, brother. Dang, man, I didn't know this was live. I'm so late. Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm wrapping up right now. But thank you for tuning in, brother. I do appreciate it. Probably will be a few more days. Yeah, I think so too. So I don't really know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with the Ecto one. Like I said, I probably will do that route, but we'll see. Oh man, Luis, damn, I'm too late to the party. My apologies, my friend. If Josh wants to cut me a deal that's equal to the rewards I'll be using, I'll plug Comic Concepts any chance I get when talking about the Ecto one. It's a good question. I don't know. I'm gonna once the price or you know all this info comes out, I'm gonna find out and then make my decision from there. Anyway, guys, I think that's a wrap. We are hour and 36 minutes, guys. That was fun. Those who are just tuning in, thank you for coming in. We had some great discussions this morning. Go ahead and hit the replay, check it out, man. Again, everybody in the chat, appreciate everybody coming in, having a discussion, showing your support. We'll see what we do tomorrow. Until then, guys, hope you all have a great rest of your day. Tomorrow I will be on Dante's Between Collectors over on his channel. Again, link in the description. Thursday, more than likely, I will be with Brother Cousins, Best of the Best. We got some things coming up too. So again, all my friends, links are in the channel description below. Subscribe to everybody. If you already haven't, what are you waiting for? Costs you nothing. Everybody's trying to bring you some great content in this collecting community. Kapla. You damn right. You damn right. We will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, everybody.